So far. Oh yeah. So I'm Dan from Cafe Racer Garage, and if you're building a motorcycle that has a tank and a seat, you're gonna have to latch them down. I wasn't happy with my first latch design, so in this video, I've made them both way better. Let's get into it. So this piece of rubber here is actually from an automotive mechanic's hoist. It's the piece of rubber that sits between your car and the feet that go, or legs that go underneath your car and push the car up and down. I got this delivered fairly quick considering the time of making this video is around Christmas time, and I couldn't find anything from the original tank's OEM rubber. There's just nothing out there available, so I have to make my own, and hopefully it's thick enough. That ain't a knife. That's a knife. Corny? Yeah, I know. I just couldn't help myself. I damn near almost stabbed myself before when I put it back in the sheath. I was like, oh, it's a bit sharp. How cool is that? You have no idea how often I get a bit of pipe and I put it in the vise and I try and bend a bit of steel around it and I get a bit of spring back just to try and get that radius that I want, and now I can do it effortlessly with this machine. I'm stoked. It's so cool. I haven't actually tried it with using sheet metal yet, which I'll do just to test it out and give it a go, because I'll be using it for obviously both. But yeah, that is so good. I'm stoked. There's a little bit of a workout because I'm probably not really meant to be using 3mm on it. I'm not too sure. I have to read up. And I'm just doing little bit by little bit. That's why I'm only got a little bit of a curve there, not a complete circle. I could keep going, but I don't really need to. I'm stoked with this because now I can get that nice, perfect radius. Oh man. Well, that didn't work at all. So this didn't work as planned. This little bracket that I just made, I mimicked the same as the one on the other seat. And the other seat has a flat bottom. So it sits pretty much on top of this frame here and just slides straight under here. So that little bracket that I made sits under perfectly. Unfortunately, this one doesn't do that because the sides on this come down and it go around the frame. And the frame actually tapers skinnier at the front where the tank is than it does at the back, which means this seat needs to go more forward for it to drop down in order for it to work. But unfortunately, that little bracket that I made is in a perfect position, but it's interfering now. The little scallop that I've done here is purely for side loading, so it will stop it from going from side to side as you're riding it. It might make the seat move ever so slightly and shift, and probably very uncomfortable while you're riding it. So this one doesn't need the scallop. I just put it in there for extra measure, but it doesn't need it because it has got these sides. So what I'll do is I'll cut that piece back and hopefully get that happy medium so it will actually go down and under this little bracket here without having too many problems with it making it too short. So that was way too much Vegemite. My own fault for using a knife that was like 16 times too big for actually putting anything on toast with. So the reason for the Vegemite, the big iconic knife, and the reason that I made this guy here is because I want to wish you a happy Australia Day, even if you're not Australian. To that, I want to say cheers. I'm going to enjoy finishing my beer in my brand new little cozy, stubby, cooler thing, whatever you want to call it. And just in case you're wondering, this guy here was actually made of stainless, and this was aluminium, as well as the base is aluminium, and that was turned on the lathe. Just for a little bit of fun. I don't know how often I'm going to use it, but for Australia Day, it's perfect. Okay, let's give it a go and see what happens. So far, oh yeah, that's perfect. There's just a little bit of play there, which is exactly what I wanted, just to allow a little bit of room for powder coat, paint, and whatever else. I can always make it a little bit tighter. It's quite simple to do, but there's a little bit of play and it's easy to get on and off like that, which that is spot on. So I guess let's try and put these electrics in, because I feel like this is bent down a little bit further than I would have liked. So hopefully it doesn't interfere with any of those electrics, but let's put a few components back in, put that bottom tray underneath and see how we go. So all the electrics are now back in position. Let's see how we go. Actually, that's not too bad. Completely clears with extra room available. Before I get too excited, I've still got to test this one with all the electrics in there. And I think I'm pretty confident. Yeah. That is so good. So what I'm going to do now is install this tail light into this tail section here on the Cafe Racer hump and show you the entire process to get this really nice and neat and fit like a glove. Actually, no, I'll leave that to the next video, but I won't make you wait because I do have a video showing that entire process, which I'll leave just here for you. And I'll also leave the video on how this seat was upholstered with the tail light all in one, and I'll leave that video right here for you. So definitely don't miss either of those two videos if you haven't seen them, because they're really good and they'll help you with your build, and I'll see you over there.